coming up on Good Taste.
It's fabulous.
It's magic.
The flavors of Mexico are on display on the south side of SA. One of Texas' celebrated chefs shares his humble beginnings.
He taught me hard work.
And now he's dishing out something glorious.
Only on Good Taste.
Then, behind their smiles, some chefs have overcome tremendous hardships.
Well, let's talk about your mom. She was a special lady.
Very special. She was taken from us.
Find out how they turned tragedy into triumph. Plus, we're learning the secret to making smoky sausage from one of the top pit masters around.
There's a lot of love that went into that one link of sausage.
There's smoke, there's fire, and there's good taste, which starts right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tangi Patton. In a city where great Mexican food is everywhere, one of San Antonio's most celebrated chefs is fanning the flames with authentic flavors of old Mexico. Fiery mesquite grills or asaderos take center stage here. And with award-winning margaritas, not only is this spot a feast for the eyes, it's a delight for your appetite.
Behind the hazy smoke and sizzling sounds of this mesquite-fired grill is one of San Antonio's most revered chefs. Chef Johnny Hernandez is commanding the flames to summon the traditional flavors of Mexican food that have made his restaurants famous. Handmade chorizos, succulent roast chickens, and crispy pork ribs are among the favorites here.
I love that rib.
It's magic.
It is magic. Those are fabulous.
With a brand new barbecue-focused version of his signature restaurant, La Gloria, I think it's safe to say that Chef Johnny has another hit on his hands.
We really wanted this location to be unique and different from the original location at Pearl. So this is the special place, and it's closer to my house too.
You'll still find those world-famous margaritas, authentic ceviches, and incredible enchiladas made famous by the Pearl location. But there's one dish at La Gloria Brooks that you won't find almost anywhere else.
You drive by Military Drive and see the cabrito actually out roasted above a barbecue pit. So to be able to see that is pretty cool.
Cabrito al pastor, or grilled goat, is the specialty here.
It's fabulous.
The grill really is the star of the cuisine.
It's beautiful. I love the trees, the way they decorated it.
This location here on the south side, I really want to incorporate more art. You can see the artwork really from the artisans that I have been able to assemble over many years, and we wanted a space that was more immersed in the things that I bring from Mexico, not only the food, but the decor.
Get ready, you're gonna want to spend some time here. It's beautiful.
In San Antonio, Chef Johnny is a hometown hero who got his start right here in the Alamo City.
You started with absolutely nothing. I mean, truly, right? Weren't you working for your dad?
I grew up in the family business till about 14 years old. I loved working in the kitchen with my father. He taught me hard work, he taught me values, he taught me the responsibility and put your best dish forward every time. And he'd pay me $1 a day. It was morning before school, and then on weekends he did catering. So if you worked all day, it would be $5 the whole day.
Wow!
Dad said, actually, I want you to go to the best chef school available. And he's like, find it, and let's figure out how we get you there. And then off to culinary school after that.
The CIA, I told you he's modest.
Preserving Mexican culture and tradition is at the heart of everything Chef Johnny does at La Gloria, from the folk art that decorates the walls to the authentic recipes. Like this sizzling molcajete arrachera, tender steak stewed in a broth of roasted tomatillos, chili ancho, and pasilla pepper, with a hint of cumin and clove. Grab the machito platter to try a little bit of everything from the mixed grill.
It feels like you're at a family's backyard barbecue, just elevated a whole bunch.
Speaking of elevated, Chef Johnny whipped up his favorite grilled salsa for us, and we've got the recipe.
This is my favorite salsa
Oh, it smells.
for grilled meats.
It starts by combining raw garlic, dried chilies, and toasted pepitas.
This is the toughest thing to puree. If you have a blender or a Cuisinart,
Yeah.
like a food processor,
You can do it?
you'll finish in 10 seconds, okay?
So good.
So much flavor, Johnny.
So this, for grilled meats, is the best.
I am honored you shared it with us because I love it when I can say only on Good Taste.
Oh, I love it. I love it. We needed this because it's not only beautiful, the food is good, it's delicious.
How did you name La Gloria?
So the Mexican saying is, no hace falta morir para llegar a la gloria. You don't have to die to go to heaven. And I felt that what we were building and what we were putting together as a food experience for San Antonio and for our family, for our friends, was heaven, right? It's a communal table, and you share your best memories around food and a table, and that's the heaven, right? And that's, you don't have to die to enjoy heaven.
You can have a little culinary heaven right here.
La Gloria is a wonderful place for to meet family and friends, where you know that you're always going to have an excellent margarita and the food is always spot on.
To many, many more years of success and great times at La Gloria.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Salud.
Salud. Cheers. Cheers.
Hope you're hungry because we are in the Goya kitchens with the executive chef Fernando Deza, and I always love working in this kitchen because I know we're in for something great.
And today is no exception. We're gonna make a delicious recipe using our products.
I love it. All right, show us what we do.
So today we're gonna be making a grilled lemon and garlic chicken with a chickpea salad that is fantastic. We already have the chicken here that we've been grilling. We marinated with our Goya mojo and also put some Goya extra virgin olive oil and adobo, marinate overnight, and then quickly sear on both sides and cook for around 35 minutes until nice and cooked.
All right, so it's already starting out with great
All right.
flavor and moisture.
Okay, so now we do that. Now we're gonna do the vinaigrette for chickpea salad with Goya extra virgin olive oil. And then we're gonna add some cherry vinegar, some chopped mint, a little bit of cilantro. You help me whisking that up. We're gonna add some Goya minced garlic, a little bit of oregano, some Goya adobo with pepper.
Another winner.
Great combination of salt and spices, some sliced cucumbers, red onions, cherry tomatoes, the Goya chickpeas.
This salad would be good all by itself, even without the protein, right?
So good, but the protein you get with the chickpeas, which is really good. Now we're gonna add the vinaigrette. So we have the salad, finished with a little bit of queso fresco, cilantro on top.
Sure. Oh, it is so alive with flavor. I love that. As always, we've got the recipe online. Thank you.
Thank you.
That lemon garlic chicken was so good.
Still to come, we're making amazing smoked sausage. And time for some fun favorites for your table in my wine finds. But first,
I really wasn't dumb. I was just hungry. And so my passion is to feed people.
Get ready for an extra helping of inspiration next.
get social with us. Follow us on Instagram at Goodtaste TV. Cisco, at the heart of food and service.
Welcome back. Just as every dish has a story behind it, the same is true for every chef. Here in our 10th season, we're looking back at some inspirational chefs who shared their recipes for overcoming tragedy and adversity to make their greatest dish, a happy life.
Bain Brooks is the man, the myth, the legend behind the beloved Two Rose Classic Grill in Allen, Texas.
People come here because Bain's a great person in the community. He's got a great family, great attitude, and he does good things in the community.
People love him all right. He was even elected mayor in 2023. But Bain has had his fair share of difficulties. He struggled with hunger as a teenager.
It was tough because I'd eat breakfast, but didn't have money for lunch. And so I would go to the library and hide. A teacher saw that and finally got me an opportunity to get lunch. My grades came back. I went to college. So I really wasn't dumb. I was just hungry. And so my passion is to feed people, those who have and those who have not. That's my passion.
But it was more than passion that pulled Bain through some of the tough times of his life.
Wow. Faith. Resilient.
And because he knows what hunger is like, he's eager to give back.
I've adopted a school down the street, Boyd Elementary. It's my school. About 95% of the kids there are on reduced lunch program.
What experience do you want people to have when they come to Two Roads?
Man, I want you to come here and just let us make love to you. When you walk in that door, we're gonna give you a smile, we're gonna greet you, and when you walk out the door, I want you to say, I just ate in someone's kitchen.
You'll definitely feel the love here. Bain doesn't want it any other way. Next, we're headed to San Antonio to meet a woman who's faced the unthinkable with resilience and grace. La Hacienda de los Barrios is a little slice of heaven in the Alamo City.
Oh my gosh, it's our favorite place.
Viola Barrios started this iconic restaurant in an old boat garage back in 1979 with $3,000 and a dream. Viola's daughter, Diana, shares her mom's love of food, but she's had to learn to live without her.
Well, let's talk about your mom. She was a special lady.
Very special. Everybody loved her.
It was a crime that shattered this community. Viola was murdered in a home robbery.
She was very much about forgiveness. She was very much about not holding a grudge. She always said, don't worry, God will take care of it.
Diana and her siblings forgave the young man who killed their mom. They even offered to pay for his defense.
It's what my mother would have expected from us. And boy, we certainly weren't going to let her down. It was just one of those things that we know my mom would have said, come on, we're not going to hold a grudge.
Amazing.
We're going to be forgiving.
Today, Diana and her siblings keep their mom's memory alive, one dish and one act of love at a time. For our last stop, we're going all the way out to Marfa to meet a woman who gathered all the strength she had to fight through the battle of her life. Owner and chef Alex Gates leads the all-female kitchen at Cochineal with heart, soul, and attention to detail.
I love feeding people, that's why I do this, but I think it's really lovely to have them have an experience.
Alex was working at a restaurant in Brooklyn when she met her husband, James.
He's a Texan and he wanted to move back to Texas, to his home, to be closer to his family.
They settled in Austin. Then a weekend trip to Marfa changed her life.
To me, the most beautiful part of Texas. I felt the same thing in New York. First time I went to New York, I felt the same, like I have to live here. And that's how I felt here.
While they were planning the move, Alex's life changed again.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer, so we kind of put that on hold because I had to deal with that. When I finished cancer treatment, it was like I had to do this because it's something I think anybody who's gone through cancer will understand this, that you stop putting off what you're putting off for the future.
They sold everything, moved to Marfa, and never looked back.
Life is short. You just realize that there is definitely a limit to being here, so.
The vibe at Cochineal reflects Alex's mindfulness and her deep appreciation for time. For Alex, food, friends, family, and time are the only things that really matter. And for all of us, we can see that every moment is truly a gift, not to take for granted, but to give back as much as we can.
Time for my wine finds, and in this segment right here, I've got some of my favorite wine finds for the entire season so far. Up first, Chardonnay fans, say hello to this lovely Chablis from Louis Jadot. Full disclosure, I'm a gigantic Chablis fan. Chablis from France are distinctive and complex, often delicate, always delicious. This wine never ages in oak, so the beautiful fruit flavors and crisp minerality of that Chablis region really shine through. A fantastic food pairing wine and worth every single cent at $25 a bottle. Up next, another wonderful food pairing wine. This is the Breca El Nacido, made with 100% Grenache grapes in Spain. This wine's bright flavors of strawberries, raspberries, and cherries shine through, along with the spicy notes on the finish. It's a perfect wine for almost any dish and definitely a crowd pleaser. It's a heck of a bargain too, at only $18 a bottle. And for that extra special table, the Alexana Pinot Noir from the Willamette Valley in Oregon. This is a stunning Pinot Noir with layers of flavors, cherries, raspberries, a hint of rose petals, along with enticing earthiness. The wine finishes on a slightly spicy note too. An extra bonus, this winery's founder is a Texan, a Houstonian. The Alexana Terroir Series Pinot Noir is about $45 a bottle, a beautiful wine. As always, every time I want a special bottle of wine, I come right here to my H-E-B. Cheers.
Coming up, we're making smoked sausage the old-fashioned way, but with brisket inside.
We've got a smoky bite for you next. Good news, Good Taste is starting a podcast. Head to our Good Taste with Tangi YouTube channel now and subscribe for a chance to win a weekend at the beautiful Houstonian Hotel and Spa. Be sure to click your notifications on. The fun starts in January. It's gonna be a great year.
Good Taste with Tangi is brought to you in part by H-E-B.
Ever wonder how the sausage is made? You're about to find out. We are at the original Black's Barbecue in Lockhart, Texas with the third generation pitmaster, Kent Black. And we're going to show you the sausage process because not only is it a fascinating process, it's very labor intensive. Black's is one of just a handful of hundreds of barbecue places that still hand make every single sausage.
That's right. We started back in 1932 making our own sausage, and we're still doing it today, 92 years later.
Okay, so you're going to kind of take us through the process, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of steps here.
Okay.
Our sausage is made from cuts of brisket, which is pretty rare. Most of the times when you go to a barbecue joint, you're going to get some pretty inexpensive pork sausage. I can show you how we do some of the trimming. We'll cut off some of the meat that's just kind of hanging on here. These are some beautiful spare ribs.
Next time you come, you're going to know there's a lot of love that went into that one link of sausage.
One link, yeah. Yeah, it's probably the hardest thing we do. First of all, we do a grind about the size of chili, like you would buy at the grocery store. We add all of these seasonings, we add some water to it.
Okay, so Josh has joined in on the fun. You're a pro, you do this all the time.
I've tried a few.
I hear you have.
Yeah, what Steven's doing looks real easy, but the pressure, the speed of his hands is all synchronized with the machine.
All right, Josh.
Start with the end here.
Okay.
I'll just pinch it, hold it on there, pinch it with my thumb, and then that's my first knot. And then all I do is go under one time.
World's fastest sausage tire.
Yeah.
Josh Mendoza right here.
Ken, I will never again take for granted the hard work that goes into these sausage. This is what we see when we buy them at the restaurant.
If you need a job, come up, show up at 4 a.m., we'll get you going.
No, I'm getting mine to go. Okay. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Good Taste for the Soul, a little corner we've carved out in the show to hopefully brighten your day. Spending time outside with Mother Nature brightens my day. When I do, I see God's fingerprints everywhere. The beauty is an instant mood lifter. Take the birds. There are thousands of species, and if you stop and look, I bet you'll see a big variety right in your own backyard, each unique and each intricately designed. These feisty feathered friends have a personality too. Calling someone a bird brain might actually be a compliment because even though bird brains are small, they are packed with neurons, so they're very intelligent. I can spend hours watching their antics and admiring their beauty. Like this South Texas native, a green jay, or these soaring peregrine falcons, said to be the fastest bird on the planet. They hang out in Texas too. Not the fastest bird, but definitely one of the prettiest. The male painted bunting spends its summers right here in Texas. Because they're everywhere and there's so many of them, birds are easy to take for granted, but they all have a purpose. I'm convinced that these beauties have a creator too, a designer. I would imagine God smiles when He admires these little guys. I know I do.
When in Houston, the Good Taste team stays at the Houstonian Hotel, Club and Spa, perfect for weekend getaways or corporate events.
Craving more good taste? We've got the cure. Go to our site at goodtaste.tv where you'll find all the recipes from today's show. Follow us on Instagram at Good Taste TV and subscribe to our YouTube channel. A Good Taste podcast is coming soon. Have a fantastic week, everyone. We'll see you right back here next week. Till then, cheers to good taste. I love it. And this is the part in the show where I have to say, vegans, look away.
Okay, Tangi, we got 10 down, 990 to go.
We're gonna be here a while, Ken.
Be here a while.
Lassoing up like that? Well, I won't be doing this at home. I'll be coming here.